Hi, I'm Rob.
Hi, and I'm Katie.
And this
Is Care Compares.
Mm-hmm.
So today we are going to be trying box mac and cheese because
Right into it. No hesitation.
that's just it. I mean, they could see it's right here.
It's right there.
Transparency.
Well, not very transparent because you get through. So I guess it's not transparent at all.
Whatever.
What's the difference between transparent and translucent? There's a difference.
Because translucent means that light passes through.
But transparent light doesn't pass through?
I mean, maybe it means you could see through, but maybe like...
I always get those
don't
two
know.
backwards.
Okay.
That's it. I don't know. Maybe we'll have a definition of what it is right here.
Why not? Because what do? We like to compare things and just give you fun facts.
Including comparing words that sound similar.
Okay.
Transparent, translucent, and transcendent.
Okay.
And I'm just taking up time.
That's fine.
Yeah. Is it? I don't know if they appreciate that. I've been hearing people that want us to have shorter videos. So.
Okay, so we'll tell you. Are they good? Are they bad? We're just going
Box
back
box mac and cheese, probably bad.
I mean, some of them can be more palatable than others. I feel like there's something about, like, if you had a very long day and you just want a quick something to eat, having one of these in your pantry may work for you.
If you say having one of these in your pantry, I don't know why I thought, like, sometimes your mind jumps ahead.
Did you say pants in your head?
Having some of these just in your pants, just like take a box of mac and cheese, throw it in. I don't know. Anyway, so yes, we are going to compare some mac and cheese. And I don't know what our inspiration for this was. Maybe it's because we saw Goodles. Goodles?
I think it's Goodles because it's like noodles.
Noodles of Goodles?
Yeah,
something like that?
was essentially it.
Interesting. But they're not even noodles. They're like elbows. I mean, just... Okay, anyway. Point is... So we're doing the cheesy, elbowy, vaguely shaped ones here. Later on, we are actually going to address the like white shells, I think, that we've seen some of these too. But we'll do that later on too. So we do have enough to do like a follow up, like a part 2, to see if it's consistent between the different flavors. What do you think about these in general? How do you feel about mac and cheese? You like it?
I mean, I like mac and cheese. There's something very nostalgic about it, and
it's what we could afford to eat growing up.
Yeah, but I mean, and also my mom used to make homemade mac and cheese.
Oh, which is so much better.
Which is infinitely better, but
now, how does that compare to baked mac and cheese?
Oh, that's what it was.
Oh, okay.
So like she would have it, and then we put it in the oven, and then
Do you like have some kind of crumble or something on it? I don't know if my mother ever did that.
Yeah, we put some breadcrumbs, but I did have a roommate once who used to use, I think it was crushed up goldfish or.
All right, that does in fact sound delicious.
It was good. So it was either that, and then one time I think she did something with like potato chips, but I don't think it was for that one.
Which reminds me, if you haven't, we've actually just done a potato chip episode. You can catch that one up there. You can decide which potato chip is going to be best sprinkled on your mac and cheese if you decide to bake it.
That was an excellent shameless plug.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it doesn't have to be shameless. It's our show. Of course, it should be shameless.
Yes.
We don't have to point out that it's shameless.
Okay.
Because shameless sounds like, that's a shameless plug. Like, you should be shamed. It's too much. Anyway, all right. So what order are we taking it in? I believe it's this order, right? You've already decided?
So again, we are going to do this chronologically. So we're going to start with Kraft mac and cheese and then segue into Annie's and then Goodles because they are the most recent. I think they came out during COVID.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'll get you to tell us about that in just a moment.
Yes.
But in terms of the method of cooking, they're actually all very, very similar. They have a cook time between 7 and 8 minutes or so for each of these, with approximately the same amount of water. So we're going to do it exactly as the instructions say. And I think even the powdered, is basically the same. Some go for a bit of margin. So this should be very, very similar. We're going to try these all next to each other. And I'll explain a little bit more going into that, how we're going to do that. And also for consistency's sake, and to give them the best possible chance, we're going to take a little, we're not going to use regular tap water. We're actually planning on using a bit of LaCroix in each of these instead of regular tap water, so we get that nice fruity flavor. I'm lying, and she's like, what is he talking about? No, we're going to use regular tap water. That's fine.
Why do you say it's such, with
such conviction? I'm so good at that. What we are going to do, and I haven't told Katie, but our method for doing this to make sure that these are piping hot when we are consuming them and they're kind of done in a good sequence, is we're going to make all 3 of these at the same time. Before we do that, Katie's going to tell you about each of these in sequence, and then through the magic of editing, I'm going to insert the description about it right before we get into it. Like the trial. You know how that makes sense? So we're going to do we're gonna learn all about them. We're
just gonna talk to you.
We're gonna talk to you.
Like you're gonna take my voice, and in the magic of editing.
Oh, well, not just your voice. I was gonna like cut it up so that like as you describe Kraft, then we're gonna sample Kraft, then you talk about Annie's, but we're gonna do it all in one long block, because this way we don't have to one stop shooting to cook 3 separate times, and 2 like they're all right next to each other and they're all hot.
I think that's an excellent idea.
Yeah, and it's less work on our part. Yes, exactly. So stick with us as we get into the details of all of your Maxes and cheeses. All right, so we're gonna start with Kraft. Okay,
so Kraft has had some kind of mac and cheese for at least like 85 years.
How long has Kraft been around?
A very long
86.
time. I actually don't know. Okay, so here's my problem. With the big companies. So
okay.
Kraft is now Kraft Heinz. They actually like merged in 2015. So Kraft Heinz is the 3rd largest food and beverage company in North America and the 5th largest in the entire world.
I hate it.
When you get that large, a lot of the times like they're like, no one cares. They know who we are, so they don't have any of those fun facts that I could find, or if I had to, it would have been way too much time on my part, and it was a busy week. But what I can tell you is in 2016, they allegedly, and I say allegedly because I don't trust them as far as I could throw them, they removed all like the artificial flavors and dyes and preservatives from their mac and cheese, but I think I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, we'll see.
You're looking... it's still quite a long list of ingredients, but I mean, it has to be shelf stable, right? And then the other fun fact I had is in Canada, it's called Kraft Dinner. So it's still called that. I guess way back when it used to be called that, but Canada kept that term. And I guess in the UK, it's also called cheesy pasta, which is like super creative. Yeah. So...
Well, I had a friend from Canada who told me you used to call it Kraft Dinner. And I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, it doesn't even... Like, when I think of... I don't know. Like, I guess it technically is dinner, but... Yeah. It's... I don't know. It doesn't strike me as like...
Do you think of it as a snack?
Well, I mean, it sounds like I'm going to eat this like, as a snack. I'll have a snack of mac and cheese. But calling it dinner is, I think, an insult to what dinner should be. Right? Because dinner should be more substantial than whatever this is.
Way back when, dinner was actually lunch.
That's not
and supper was dinner.
I don't know why, but that last word just gives me like the heebie-jeebies something.
Supper?
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't like it. I know it makes sense, but I don't like it. I don't know. Anyway, so that's everything about Kraft?
Yeah.
All right.
The OG.
The OG. I don't smell much of anything. Do you?
No.
Okay.
And you know what also sucks? We didn't even put pepper on this.
Oh, that's true. We didn't put anything on this. So we put some red pepper, some chili flakes, some black pepper, but.
So when you were a kid, did you ever like put the little noodles in the prongs of the fork? Like.
Yeah, you're gonna do that now.
Yeah.
Take a big scoop. You gotta get that flavor in there. I gotta be honest. I don't really like it. Do you like it? No. It feels fake, right? It tastes fake.
There's just not a lot going on in the quality of the pasta. It got very mushy, and I think the box instructions said to like cook it 7-8 minutes, and I was like, no, we're gonna do 6 because they always cook faster.
And you didn't the bottom al dente, but even these, like, given how small these noodles are, and the noodles are similar across the board. I think these are the smallest ones. Mm-hmm. But these are kind of
they're just mushy.
They're a little mushy. So okay.
We tried our best.
Now we're moving on to Annie's.
It was too forceful. Okay, so I'm not going to go into too much detail of Annie's because when we did our cheese cracker, like Cheez-It standoff, I pretty much said a lot of this stuff anyway. Yep. So you can go back to that episode if you are really interested in these companies. There you go. So Annie's has been around since 1989. So since its inception, they were selling these kind of box mac and cheeses. In 1998, they turned their recipe and everything fully organic.
When was that?
1998 is when they
okay, so about
they turned
right on.
to be fully organic. Um, 2014, they were acquired by General Mills.
Okay.
So they're another one that just seems to be what happens nowadays.
Yeah.
And the only other fun fact is that the cute little bunny that's on their little logo, his name's Bernie.
I feel like you said it last time, but it's important that it be said again.
It is, because he's super cute and he was a Dutch bunny.
Was a Dutch bunny? He's not around anymore.
Well, I mean...
Probably not.
They usually live like 10 years.
12 years, yeah. Okay.
And
you just learned about a new bunny type.
Yeah, what was that called?
The European teddy whittler?
They are so cute. They are a cotton ball with a face that you can't really even see.
It's
cotton
true.
Ball with eyes.
It's true. Which are also pretty obscured by their hair.
Yes.
Anyway. Now. Annie's. Here. So, let's see if this smells any better.
Does it smell like anything?
A little cheesier.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I can... Oh, it kind of solidified faster.
Oh, like stuck together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could just be because it was cooling.
We will talk about how we can doctor these up and how people usually doctor them up, how we like to doctor them up at the end of all of this. Now, I think we've had something like this before. We've used Annie's. I think we do use Annie's. It's usually our go-to, but now we have a reason, an excuse for like why that might be the case. Oh, it's actually plainer. But like in a good way, actually.
But it's kind of like when we tried Annie's like cheddar crackers. We still like them even though they seem like lighter in flavor and
they're definitely lighter in flavor. It's more of a buttery flavor, and that's actually the butter, than a cheesy flavor. Okay, so I mean I will say the Kraft is of a cheesier flavor, but it's not
like the fake cheese.
It's not a good thing. Okay.
Okay.
I'm about the same cheese they use like the Kraft singles kind of thing, you know. Now we move on to our third and final Cheesy Max dinner.
Yes.
Goodles.
Okay, so Goodles came out in 2021. They are from California, Santa Cruz. They are made in the U.S. Gal Gadot is actually like a founding partner.
As in Wonder Woman?
Yes.
That's weird.
I don't know why. They are kosher. I don't know if...
Is she Jewish?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's from Israel.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about these people.
I don't know if any of these other ones are.
They're gluten free. Well, one of them is gluten free. Or am I actually looking at the other kind? I take that back. These are not gluten free.
So the Goodles does. So the original one does have wheat and dairy, but they do have a gluten free cheesy mac. So this one got a gluten free version. So we just got these at Costco. So
yeah, they come in a pack of like what?
12
or something, and so you get like half of these and half of the white shells. I think it was. So we'll get the price there, but we also I think have the price like singular from like the Kroger if you're looking for that as well.
Yeah. So for their company, they give 1% of the profits to organizations that are trying to address food scarcity. So that's really cool.
Interesting.
They are not certified organic, so they have some of their ingredients that are organic, but they aren't certified organic as Annie's is.
Or is it just interesting? Oh, it contains dried maple syrup, lactic acid. This is weird. Pumpkin, sweet potato, sunflower seed, cranberry, maitake mushroom, shiitake mushroom.
Well, I mean, lactic acid makes sense for
That's
like
fine.
the cheesiness.
I don't think I said lactic acid.
Yeah, you did.
Did I just say lactic acid? I said pumpkin, sweet potato, sunflower, cranberry, maitake
I think
mushroom.
what they're trying to do is put more nutrients in it.
Well, I mean, comparing right out the gate, I mean, you guys can't see this now, but this one has, the Goodles has a huge list of like additional vitamins and such, all within the, 6 to 20% range, 50% on selenium.
They have more protein.
And yeah, this one actually does advertise kind of high protein. So, I mean, it's not that much higher though. So this is 14 grams for, as prepared, 15 grams versus 10 and, this doesn't say as prepared for some reason.
9.
10 and 9, but as prepared. So they're similar enough, I suppose. Low glycemic index, 21 nutrients from plants. Unbelievably delicious with the picture of what I assume is a drunk unicorn.
Right?
Tell me that unicorn does look a little drunk. That's right? Right? It's got like stars around him. Like he's seeing stars.
No, it's because he's magical.
He's magical?
Why.
Okay, fair enough.
So anyway, as I mentioned, they have some organic ingredients. They aren't certified organic, but they have a clean label certification, which essentially
I see
means
that on the front.
that they did some independent testing of their foods for like 400 different kinds of contaminants, including like pesticides and like certain kinds of chemicals and like plastics and stuff. So that's how they.
Oh, so they're actually their packaging is better, supposedly. Is what you're saying? Like it's in the packaging, clean label, or is it?
I don't know.
Because label makes it sound like it's the box. But the box is fine.
I don't know.
Oh, weird. Okay.
So that is basically.
And that's the kosher symbol, right? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
No. You said it was kosher, right?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Anyway. Also, tagline: noodles, gooder.
Yeah, I don't get that part, but it's.
I mean, whatever.
Say like do gooder, and it must be like, oh, we know that's not actually proper grammar, but.
But this is how it happens. Wait, how Fruit Loops get ended spelling
Yes.
spelled wrong. Now the Goodles actually kind of have some high hope for it. The color looks interesting. How's it smell? Or does it smell? It does actually.
Smells. It
actually
smells. It smells.
Oh,
the smell.
it says smells. It smells.
Yes.
It's not like cheesy. It's something.
No, I think it does smell like.
Kind of cheesy.
Yeah, a little cheesy and like.
Let me know what you think. All right, Wonder Woman. Is this as good as you hope it is? I guess. Let me refresh my palate slightly. Hang on. Let me get a bite. The noodles are a lot harder.
That could have been because we needed to do an extra minute.
No, I mean they're not bad. They're still a little al dente, but
they have
more
substance to them.
Yes.
Compared to like the mush that we have with Kraft and the kind of like middle of the road with Annie's.
This is very cheesy.
I like it.
Yeah.
Do you like it more than Annie's?
I think here's the question. Do we like it more at base, with nothing in it, and then once you doctor it up?
I mean. That was loud. I personally think I like the Goodles.
Do you?
Like, so if you did not have any chance of doctoring them up and like putting on your own spices or, adding things in.
Okay.
I would be okay with having this just out of the package because more times than not, we're putting like vegetables into the Annie's or like.
Well, we'll get into that in a moment, but so like it feels heavier. Like that's gonna fill me up a lot faster, despite being basically the same amount of stuff. The noodles are thicker, the sauce is thicker, the sauce tastes heavier, it tastes cheesier with a heavier mouthfeel. I mean, and this is more classic to like what I grew up with, like some pasta with butter and cheese kind of thing. I almost prefer this because it's lighter, right? But that's not bad. It's just there's actually kind of a lot happening here, and it might be. I think I'd rather doctor this one up, but we'd have to see because maybe we'll doctor it up in a moment when we get to our final thoughts.
Okay.
Which we'll do right now. Right out the gate, looking at basic comparisons. What are we noticing? First off, I feel like the Kraft mac and cheese stuck together the most in the pot, right? Then we said that the Annie's was actually the hardest to mix, like the powder, right? And then the Goodles took an additional minute and a half to cook down, which the package does say about 8 minutes, so that's actually about accurate. But we cooked the rest of these for about 6 minutes. This went in for about 7.5, 8 minutes. So, out the gate.
If we were to do this by Kraft's like classic prep instructions, they wanted us to put 4 tablespoons of butter or margarine. That is so much butter.
2 tablespoons for all of these is what we did.
Because for consistency, but even then, like we never put that much. No. That just seems very excessive.
Yes. We did use a 1/4 cup of fat-free Fairlife milk.
Yes.
So there's that. Okay, now these.
Kraft is a
very yellow.
Yeah.
Very. If they use turmeric, they use a lot of turmeric. If they do.
Do they?
Do they use turmeric? I don't see paprika, turmeric. Yes, they do. So it's a very, especially under our darker lights that we had over there, where we were actually over the stove cooking. This was a very yellow. It looked
unnatural.
It was very
initially.
Yellow, especially the powder itself was very yellow. The Annie's, somewhere in between, not too bad, kind of a paler color. And then of course we've got the Goodles, which are super orange, but they look extra creamy.
But they look really good.
You'll notice missing from this lineup Is that everything we need to know?
Mm-hmm. Look at how nice of like the color package.
I do actually like the packaging on that one.
Yes.
I mean, this one's not bad, but this is just iconic. I've seen this forever. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure they've changed a lot over the years, but all right. But you will notice what is missing from this is one particular brand, or at least.
Which one? Oh, Kroger.
Just a store brand.
Write them off, okay?
Yeah, we're done. We've done Kroger 4 times. These things. One time they weren't a complete failure, but the other 3 they were. So you can go back and sort through those. If it's something where we really want to have a store brand, maybe we'll give it a try. But like every single time we try with Kroger, it just doesn't hit. Yeah, and this is something where if they screw it up, it's going to be really bad, I feel like. So we just said, we're not spending the $1.50 to do it. It's just not, or however much it's cost, it's just not worth it. I am certain Kroger's going to be much, much worse.
Probably. You know, if you've tried it, let us know.
Is it actually good?
So.
We'll give it a shot. So, does Trader Joe's have a brand? Have a version?
Yeah.
They did? We didn't get it.
No, I kind of forgot about them, to be honest.
That's fair. All right, so we are cracking a bunch of black pepper, and this is just me wanting to do this, honestly. Regular black pepper, and we've got some Calabrian hot crushed chili. This is basically just red pepper flakes. Because I like a bit of the heat, and I think you do as well. So, yes. And this is just the basic spices we add. That's kind of it.
It depends.
What else would you add to this?
Sometimes in the past we've used like paprika, like a smoked paprika, or
yeah, paprika's really good.
I'll have an excuse to put oregano in anything. Yeah,
well, that's true.
Kind of simple.
And other things that get for kids, especially, what's the most classic thing I think that a kid would put in something like this to doctor it up?
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
They're so good together.
Yeah,
it's a good mix.
Katie's mentioned this more than a few times, like how badly she wants to add, because we have some leftover hot dogs from like the 4th, and if you're on our Instagram, you saw that we made some wieners for the 4th. But yeah, no, I mean that goes great. I mean also chicken, absolutely chicken. Add some. Yeah. We add broccoli with this is fantastic, or other like mixed veg is great. We've done that a lot. Generally, and we've gone to Annie's for kind of a lot of the stuff, but it's usually like the shells, right? Is what we get.
We get the thing from Costco.
Oh, it's right.
Like 3 different kinds.
It's 3 different kinds, yeah. But like the white shells for them is probably some of the best. That with like
yeah.
Okay, now does this being doctored up?
Let me take a.
I feel like the Kraft is actually worse, and it could be because I tasted the other 2. Not entirely sure.
Flicking.
No. Yeah. No. Yeah.
No.
No.
No. I mean, it's marginally better. I just can't get over the texture.
The texture's pretty bad. You have to undercook it even further. 5 minutes, maybe.
Maybe.
Which is, yeah. You know, actually, with adding some stuff to this, it's interesting. It depends on what you're looking for, because you can make a case for both of these, I think.
Yeah,
if you want the really strong cheesy flavor, huh?
It's in Kraft. No, not for.
Okay, so
I didn't try it with this yet, so.
Again, that could have probably done another minute or so cooking, but.
Oh, I really like this one.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I feel like the Annie's was fine. I don't know. Like I've had Annie's before, and I like Annie's.
No, I like it because,
but I don't know if I like this Annie's as much. Like the other Annie's we've had, like the white shells and all that, I think is actually better than their yellow, whatever flavor.
I do think you made a good point of, you want something if you're gonna have this as a dinner.
Yeah.
Like completely in and of itself, like you had a very busy day of work or school or whatever. The Goodles may make you feel fuller.
I agree. And it could be because there's some protein in there. Sorry, keep going.
But if you wanted just like, hey, I'm craving mac and cheese and I don't want to make it from scratch and whatever. But you still, or because, you know, it's like July here. Maybe you want something that's a little lighter so that you don't feel like you're going to die in the heat. Bless you.
Yeah. Whew. All right.
But you know, like typically when it's warmer out, I want lighter foods. Does this have more
calories?
Well, of course, I would imagine. But
Less.
It's less?
Less. Almost 100 less than both of these.
What about fiber? This one says 7.
It says 7 for fiber.
Mm-hmm.
Fiber, we've got 3.
3.
And fiber, we have 1.
Wow.
Wow.
Sorry, that was like totally...
Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
So, this is, of course, they each have the same amount inside of them. So, that's going to be 2.5... size 2.5 ounces of dry mix, which is about 1 cup prepared. And it's going to be about 2.5 servings for this, 3 servings here, and supposedly 2.6 ounces and 2.5 servings here. So, I mean, it's still approximately the same. You're getting like the amounts are nearly the same. Mm-hmm. So the question is, so Kraft is out. Actually,
for us, yes.
For us.
You want
now,
to find the price?
We'll get that. Yes, let's grab that. Start to grab that. So, the texture's pretty terrible, I would say, on the Kraft. For me, it's a pretty strong no on this, I think. You too?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm sorry. I mean, I know you are...
And obviously, some of this is getting wasted, so this is going to be the one.
Yeah.
But
I can't bring myself to try and eat, like, the whole box of
right. But these are close enough, I think you can make an argument for each. I don't usually like feeling quite that full from, like a pasta, like a grain. So I think in some ways, I do like the Annie's, but not this particular one. When we get to the white shells, if we do other flavors, I'm really curious to see how Annie's stands up. But, all right, let's talk about the prices.
I think we got a shell version of the Goodles, too. So
I think you're right.
We could always try, like, just
right.
kind of that head
I don't think Kraft does a shell version, but they do have a white flavor version, which will...
They do?
Don't they?
I don't know.
Maybe they don't. Maybe we'll have to find a Trader Joe's version.
Okay.
Compare. Anyway, we can always go with the Kroger brand.
Please don't make me do
I
that.
know. Okay, let's talk price. Kraft.
Kraft was $1.50 at Kroger.
You know what? For a meal, that's dirt cheap. It's probably not great for you, but it's cheap. All right.
And it's good on a budget.
$1.50. Annie's.
Annie's was $2.50.
Okay, 3 times as much. I know it's not. I know. I didn't do that bad.
It's like what?
$1 more. That's okay.
And then Goodles would have been like $3 or $3.99. It looked like it was on sale at Kroger, so
about $3 to $4.
We'll just say $3.
$3.50.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I mean, admittedly, like it is about twice expensive. Here's the thing, like, I mean, I guess if your budget is so tight that $2 matters, then I guess go with the Kraft if you absolutely have to, but because it really is as cheap as you can possibly feed yourself. And honestly, it's still probably more filling than even like a ramen would be. Although ramen can be cheaper too. Some of them, right?
Yeah.
Like the Marchan, but I you know what? It's worth it to pay the additional price for either one of these. I think. I
agree.
Yeah. That's all I've got.
Plus, you get a major savings if you get either of these at Costco.
It's true. So at Costco, you do get these in bulk, so it is pretty great. Okay, that's actually kind of a lot of food already.
Okay.
I had some snacks before we shot all this, so I'm feeling a little full already.
Did that seem like it? What did it hit?
Oh, I think it hit the chair behind us.
Oh.
There's a little metal chair because we worked on a puzzle, so it like boom.
It's a nice reverberation.
That's a good word. Anyway, that's all I've got. Is there anything else we have to say about mac and cheese in general? What mac and cheese do you want to see us do?
Or is there like a box brand that, you know, you've tried in the past, or like, because I know there's a gluten-free one that's like made of chickpeas. What is that called? Bonza or something like that?
Oh, something like that, yeah. We could always do a gluten-free episode too, because we just did a gluten-free episode a little while ago about Oreos, which you can check, or sandwich cookies, which you can check out up there. See how we feel about that. Do they taste any different? Spoiler alert, after the fact. No, they don't. Gluten-free ones are actually just about as good as regular. And if you're saying like, oh, I can taste the difference, I don't believe you.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. I'm sorry. I mean, and I understand that some people don't want to have gluten-free stuff, and that's fine. But, you know, have a good reason other than like, I could taste the difference. No, you can't. Anyway.
For some things you can, but
not for that. But not for the sandwich cookies, I don't think. But, I mean, honestly, how much better would it be if we made this ourselves at home? Does your mother make a better?
Oh yeah,
okay,
for sure.
Okay, but if you're just looking for something quick and easy that cooks in between 4 and 75 minutes.
Sometimes you just had a long day and you're like, I just need some kind of sustenance.
Are you feeling like you've had a long day recently? Because you referenced that more than a couple times this time.
Yeah.
Like in case, hey, if you've had a really long day.
Because that's what is one of my go-to kind of like meals if I'm just tired and
if you're tired after a long day of working HR at home in the office and dealing with people very specifically in this area, and you're like, oh, that's, then this is what you want. Or, you can have a significant other who's like, I didn't work today and therefore I can make you some dinner. That's fine too. But, yeah, fair. I mean, anything you're going to make home is going to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess that's it. So where can they find us? Right here on YouTube at Kara Compares, also at Kara Compares on Instagram. Or if you're looking for me, it's at RJP_films on Instagram as well. And if they're looking for also me, more specifically, where can they find Twitch. I'm on Twitch. It's just like
at the original Nyando.
Yes. Well, it's twitch.tv/the original Nyando.
Just
because there's no at in Twitch.
Oh yeah. Whatever. The original Nyando.
Yes. And of course, on TikTok, also TikTok at the original Nyando, I think, as well. Because that's the thing I do now. It's
like a slew of socials now.
It's true.
It's crazy.
No lasers. Not this time.
That's fine. I will hold back on the lasers.
She did lasers last time. I don't know if you guys caught that. If you didn't, go catch it. That's all I've got.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Absolutely.
We hope to see you next time.
We will.
He's Rob and I'm Katie.
Ciao for now.
Bye.